used to be very, very, very toxic. That's not to say that I'm not now, but I'm working on those parts of me that are toxic. I don't want my past to define my future relationships because logically that makes no fucking sense. Back then, I screwed up a lot of great relationships because I was fucked up. I went for the type of guys who were worse than me because I needed somebody worse than me to cover up my own shit. I wasn't ready to deal with it. I wasn't ready to get better. I needed to be the damsel in distress. I had to be. I mean, I needed to vent to my friends about, oh, he did this, he did that. And I needed them to be like, oh my God, he ain't shit. It's not you, because it wasn't me. He was worse than me because that's what I wanted. That's what I needed. I wasn't ready to deal with my own shit. So like when someone good came along, someone with some substance, it made me look like shit because I was. I didn't know how to deal with my own shit. And I wasn't ready to. The thing is, I knew I was like this. I knew. I might have lied to other people, but I was honest with myself. I knew I was like this. That's why I specifically went for the guys who I knew would probably dog me out. It's sick. It's very fucking sick. Me in my 20-something years of living, I'm at a point in my life where I'm just like, I eventually want a family. I want a stable, healthy relationship. That's what I want. So now I was forced to do the inside work. It's not easy at all. I've had some people in my life to be like, what the fuck is you doing? I've had people in my life that held me accountable, and I'm just like, why would you do that? I'm glad that that's happened because it just forced me to grow up a little bit and to be mindful of how I treat people, whether I'm in a relationship with them or not. You know, I was a toxic friend as well. That's the thing. I wasn't just toxic in my romantic relationships. I was toxic in my friendships too. That's the thing. Just overall, learning to deal with your shit, even if you don't know how. That's what we have professional help for, you know. I seen a therapist like one time, but I didn't have to, you know. I just kind of, you know, dealt with it on my own and with the help of my mother as well. But it was definitely some shit up under there that I had to unpack because I didn't want to take that shit with me. And I've had some great relationships and I've had some not so great relationships. I played a part in all of them, of course, but now we'll just see. I don't know what my fucking type is. I don't know if I have a type. I just say come as you are and we'll figure that shit out because I done do all different types of people, different types of personalities. Some fine motherfuckers, some ugly motherfuckers. It is what it is. I feel like the guy that I would want is someone who is single but doesn't act like they're single. Does that make sense? For instance, in my opinion, all this is my opinion, I feel like if you're single, you have to act accordingly if you want to eventually be in a relationship. So like, yeah, you're single, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna be out here dating around, sleeping around. You know what I'm saying? A lot of single people don't do that. They just be chilling. They have their own lives. They work. Whatever it is that they're doing, they're not out here gallivanting with a bunch of different bitches. And that's okay if that's what you want to do. But I am more prone to go with the single guy who doesn't do that as opposed to the single guy who does. Because in my opinion, I don't feel like that type of behavior can just be cut off so fast. Especially if you have different types of relationships with women, and so you're just gonna cut them bitches off. Which, I mean, you probably can. But like I said, I'm more prone to go with the guy who just chilling, as opposed to when I hear that's living their life. Which is, like I said, it's nothing wrong with that. Because if you're single, do what the fuck you want to do. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. So, I try not to stress people out. I don't think I be stressing people out because I need for you to be who you really are at all times. Because when it comes down for me to decide, you're gonna make it that much easier or that much harder. That's just that. If I see you doing something, or if you're doing something that may be compromising to how I feel about you, everything does not have to be spoken about. Like, I'm not gonna address every little thing because then you nitpicking, then you just nagging. I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, it'll make it that much harder or that much easier to keep you around. I need you to be yourself. And I'm not gonna compromise that by nitpicking or nagging you like, oh, why'd you do that? That's what you wanted to do? Oh, I'm happy. If that makes you happy, then yeah, sure, go for it. I'm not gonna tell you to not do something because if you don't do something, I want it to be because you don't want to do it, not because I fucking told you to. You know, you could be like in a little compromising situation where it's like, damn, I could do this, but I care about her feelings, even though she may not ever find out. So I'm gonna just chill. That's the type of mindset that I want my man to have. I don't want him out here embarrassing me in public or in private. I would never do that to him. So I'd like the same respect. That's it for my rant. I just, felt the need to get some things off my chest because I feel like other people can sympathize or relate. Until next time.